You just give another round of applause for Cynthia. I'm just happy to be a part of this. And again, my name is Noah. I go by the Scenic Gamer, though, is probably what more people know me as on social media. And my story a little bit is I play video games in the most scenic and amazing places around the world. So that was my one big idea. You know, once I got this TV, I'm like, this could really be something, so I've kind of put my all into it. A little over a year ago is when I started the page. So like I said, I'm a former school teacher, and I just loved traveling. Like, I even had a travel page before I thought of this, and I'm like, I'm going to try to like cater my niche of gaming into this as well, by going to real-life locations or just locations that have the same aesthetic. So, for example, we played like some Zelda games in the Grand Canyon, Pokemon, you know, that was one of our things there. So it's just this kind of revolutionized the whole gaming and travel sphere, gives you a new outlook on it. And the one who helps me with everything is right over there, my brother, Scenic Skunk. He's been with me since day one. So that's basically the extent of our team outputting all the stuff we have on social media. So yeah, the page started, and one of the first ideas we had was to play GTA 5, because we're based in Los Angeles, in some of the actual locations. And that's kind of where that idea of playing games in the actual spots started. And back in that time, about a year ago, I pitched an idea to him. I'm like, you know, what if we did this across the entire country, all 50 states? And he kind of laughed it off. And then come spring of the next year, I find myself planning this entire trip for 3.5 months to just travel the entire country and play a different game in each state. Half of it by myself, half of it with other people coming along with me for the ride. So these are some pictures, some of my favorite spots. So, for example, we played Spider-Man in Times Square. That was nuts. So if you guys want to see like any of those, we're uploading everything, all the behind-the-scenes vlogs to YouTube. They're on my Instagram, everything else. That top one, we were in Alaska, where we played Skyrim, Red Dead Redemption, Brother Bear. We had to worry about bears all the time, so we had bears spraying on us up there. We went to the last blockbuster in the world. My dad and I, who's on the bottom right there, that was in Oregon. Yeah, and the top right, that was in Hawaii, the last stop, the 50th state with my mom and sister. Who, of course, that's the only state they chose to come with me was Hawaii. They wanted the beaches there. But yeah, I had so many different adventures along the way, and it took so much planning to make all this stuff happen, and I couldn't have done it without all the help I received from my brother and just all of the people who follow the page and are giving me these recommendations of games to play in each spot. Which brings me to Fallout. To be completely transparent, I had never played a Fallout game before my 50-state trip. So I was just recommended to me by some followers. I'm like, okay, I'm definitely going to look into this. They're saying, we started in California, so Nevada was our second state. And I'm like, okay, these people are telling me to play Fallout New Vegas, I guess I'll do that. So I booted up the game on our way to Vegas, where we're planning to play on the Strip, but little did I know, wait, I'll go to that slide first. Little did I know that you can't reach New Vegas right away in the game. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, this is trouble. So I'm looking up videos about how to get to New Vegas, but I was like a speed runner for a little bit getting to New Vegas, and we made it happen, and that was our first experience with Fallout, kind of grinding the game right before we got there. We played it right on the Strip, and it was just the most incredible experience. We had so many people come up to us. But that was only the start. From there, we went to all these other spots. Fallout 76 was my second one that we did. Harper's Ferry was a location I really wanted to get to for a long time. And little did I know for this game, it would cause me so much trouble. I didn't know you had to be online to play the game, first off. So this causes a whole other issue. I'd say 95% of my games, I don't have like an online presence, you know, when connecting to internet, because I'm out in nature, in the wilderness. So I had a Starlink that helped me there. And I had downloaded the game a week before, and as I booted up out there with my Starlink the morning of, it says it needs an update. So I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm scheduled to travel to Washington, D.C. the next day. I'm like, this is crazy. So it took 12 hours to download the update. It ended up being at like 2 a.m. it finally downloaded. Then, of course, I've never played the game, So I'm playing the game, trying to get to this exact spot in Harper's Ferry till like 4 a.m. I get an hour's sleep, wake up at sunrise because you can only film on this at sunrise or sunset with old TV.
Yeah.
And we made it happen still. And that was all by myself. It was a crazy adventure. We also had Fallout 3 with my dad in Washington, D.C. I made him play this a little bit too. He kind of likes the idea of the game. But anyway, it's just the planning with all of these. I'm scouting all the spots during the day, like where would be the best spot to capture Fallout, which these guys are such experts on. And I had no knowledge of that, so I'm like going to these spots as I'm traveling. It's taking a lot of time and planning. So we made it happen there outside the U.S. Capitol building. And then in Boston for Fallout 4, we were right outside of, I think it's like the State House is what it's called right there. So it was just so epic, and I'm just so happy to have been introduced to this series, and my love for it has grown every single day. Like this past week, I've been playing the whole Fallout New Vegas, and yes, last night we were gaming down in front of the saloon. This morning in front of Bison Steve's. Like it's been so fantastic, and just to be a part of this community, I know I'm newer. It's been so welcoming, and I thank you all for having me as part of that. And I got just a little video to show you some of the adventures that I've taken. All the behind the scenes is on YouTube if you guys want to go watch it. And I also record every gameplay, so you can just watch the gameplay with like the scenic backdrop too. Good.
This channel, welcome. It is 5 a.m. I just slept for an hour and a half after downloading Fallout 76 until 2 a.m. and playing the game to make sure I could get to Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, which is where we're going to play Fallout 76 in West Virginia in its actual location at sunrise.
Oh, cool. I didn't know it would be that exact when I saw the location, and I grinded the game the night before. I'm like, I found the spot, thank God.
Yeah. Was it true for this one?
No, I didn't. The sunrise out there was unbelievable. My dad loves vlogging on the camera, so yeah. My favorite part about this is all the people who come up and ask questions and I meet along the way. It's just, the community is just so great for the Fallout.
Yeah, that's
I think that the TV is probably the first CRT to have been gamed on in all 50 states, so it's kind of a piece of history. Oh yeah, right there.
Yes.
I didn't have Goofy come up to me. Thank God. They thought I was flying a drone over. I was like, no, it's the game. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you guys so much. And Fallout's just scratching the surface too. I've probably done every game you can think of in their actual locations around the country. So
Have
if
you
you guys
done
are
Far Cry
interested.
4?
Far Cry 4 we did do, and Far Cry 5 we were in Montana. Far Cry 3, is that the one on the island? I think we did in Hawaii. Yeah, so we've done some locations for that too. So thank you guys.
So let me, questions for these guys or anything? Questions about real world?
Yeah, so why? What inspired you guys to just go around the country and in the world just to play video games in a